All the dogs chilling out as normal. I'm just having my coffee and a ciggy and waking up properly. I've had something on my mind. It's just been bugging me and bugging me. To do with numerology and symbology. Keep seeing videos popping up about a certain number. It made me think back to my case again. That buzzing out there, someone's fucking about with a drone, I'm telling you. No, that's not a drone. Fucking noise. Anyway, yeah, the number 77. 77 days. Yeah. Sentence was altered. Wasn't what the judge ordered. What I'd already put together about inserted agents into the probation service and the medical services during the special measures thing that was arranged after discussing Porton Down and a letter agency that owns the media arm of what was going on during lockdown. And then I watched a thingy yesterday about the military unit that the government was using, the 77th Brigade, that are to do with the media arm of that firm that runs Porton Down. And apparently they troll through social media, identifying threats to the state and stuff like that, and handling misinformation and chat steering in groups and things like that, which we've noticed over the years as it all builds up, coming from both sides of the Atlantic. So, having someone inserted into your life to cause problems for the reasons of section, imprisoning or killing is not out of the realms of possibility. So I get 77 days. I know it's a menial amount, but it's the number. And what happened after the sentence. Exactly what I said was going to happen, happened. So all that involvement, if that was them that was all involved and it was all to do with that, it backfired spectacularly, didn't it? And exposed them for being involved in my life and my family, and it's just a weight off my mind, if you see what I mean, once I put the dot together with the other dot before it, and it started becoming a bigger picture. So the government and the Crown are using the military to spy on people. The government uses their laws and acts to imprison them when they're talking about things they shouldn't be talking about. You know? So that's what I think happened. That sounds a bit fantastical, if you see what I mean, but there you go. No other organisation has the power to mess about with your bank accounts, your emails, your online accounts, set you up, leave no traces, you know, very devious underhand tactics designed to, if the person ever worked it out, it drives me literally insane because, you know, it's been done that way. So, why did they do it? What was the purpose of it? Because something happened during that whole escapade that's changed their perspective. And how can I put it? Depending on how I communicate things in the future determines whether I get left alone or not, I suppose, now. And I've always said, I'm disabled, I want to be left in peace. They leave me alone, I leave them alone. So the little situations that crop up are just more of the same. They're just, can we still get to him? That's how it's being viewed now, so. There's a line I won't cross, and there's a line they can't cross now, or it'll repeat. And I'm not talking about prison. I'm talking about the after effect of it all. There's no point in having a military if you can't protect your leaders, is there? So it failed, is what I'm saying. Whatever they was up to failed. I'm disabled. I will never, ever fight for them in any conflict. But I will protect me and mine from them if needed be. And that's what's happened. Well, they got a shock to the system, didn't they? So, yeah. I'm well aware of inserted agents into the probation service because the probation service turned into the prison officers and probation service, didn't it? And Boris Johnson changed the rules to give certain agencies the power to torture enemies of the state in prison, in custody, and to kill them if there is a threat. So what I heard this morning on a video is actually true, and it's more than what he's actually saying. There's an agenda, not little personal power games now. They're targeting people in there under those measures that they changed. They changed the rules on the Probation and Prison Officers Association, and then changed the rules, changed it back again after inserting agents. So there are people within the system that are there to target political agitators, that sort of thing, and people with the wrong thoughts. It's not about violent crime, whatever crime. It's about your thinking. Thinking sways others, and that's what they're trying to stop. So, unfortunately, that's the scale of what you're looking at. I've seen people bug their local MP, then get the act used on them, and their life starts having problems. Exactly the same as what's been happening to me. And when I point it out to them, they right, okay. But you're a no one. How did you know that? Because it was done to me. Simple as that. The fact that you're more famous and have obviously been privy to something that they don't want getting out, then there you go. But you get people that see it and then think, well, I could help him, but he's, you know. I've found the best thing to do is to switch off completely from whatever you was trying to chase. Take a step back, out of body, and look at it from that angle. Then you see what's going on. You see the next steps before they do it. You know, to that place where you get your inspiration from, or you get your inner peace from, and you just step back out of yourself and you can see what's happening before it happens, that sort of thing. You know, that place you go to for inspiration for writing lyrics, or the idea you've got to transform your life, or whatever it may be. It's that keeps you motivated, but it also keeps you in their sights. So sometimes you have to use it a different way. Because they're after knowledge, and you're in that place of knowledge, aren't you? Doing that. You see what I'm saying? Alright, that's my first coffee done. Let's roll myself a ciggy. All the dogs are mightily chilled there, look. Let's take the power lead out so I can move about. Hello, Marnie Moo. Hello, baby. Hello. this morning? What about you, Hulkster? What about you, Fatty Boo? Wait, Willow. What are you doing? You can have your chewy thing in a minute, your fishy oil thing. Yeah, look, even he's got them on his little bumps. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's not ticks, it's not fleas. She's molting as well, and it's made her fur go a little bit thin there, so I've gone the whole hog now and decided to get log mange dip, just in case it's something serious. But it's making her very sensitive. Could be ant bites, could be anything. Could be dust mites, could be fucking anything. I've got no idea what's causing it. But it's starting with her and then it's spreading on to the other dogs, so something's got to be done. So I'm just waiting for that to arrive and I'll give them another wash and re-flea and tick them. Over-treat it first, if you see what I mean. Just in case it's something more serious. Making me fucking itch thinking about it. Ugh. But apart from that, they're happy themselves. What's happening there? Oh. I'll put my hand over the camera lens. Right. What we got Siggy wise? Backy. It's me Backy. Yeah. Willow. Hello, little lady. Yeah. You happy this morning, are you? Hey? Jamani, man. Got to start your day with a cuddle, haven't you, Marnie? Little Hulkster's moved his head so he can see what's going on. Right, Siggy time. I'll pause it. Yeah, nearly football season, so I might have to scale back the garden project to get another laptop quickly so I can watch my football. Facebook Marketplace, isn't it? A laptop capable of watching my football. I've got my films and everything else, and I don't watch live TV at all. I've got no way of watching it, so I just use the PlayStation for watching Netflix, Prime movies, that sort of stuff, and the tablet for making videos or whatever, and logging my progress or whatever's on my mind. But yeah, so that'll be who targeted my smartphone, I should think. And we all know about Samsung leaving a backdoor in for the British government to be able to sell their smartphones in the UK. So that's why that phone was hit, to shut me up that way. Because, you know, now we're having to think military tactics, not just stupid bureaucrats and inbred fucking aristocrats, we're literally having to bring military tactics into it now, which I find, what the fuck, you know? There's nothing that serious going in my life to warrant that. Things I know and people I know, maybe, but pique their interest for a reason. They never look at you for being a nobody, put it that way. So something's going on behind the scenes, and I'm not really that fussed about what they're up to. I'm only interested in my family and everything else now. Right, let's leave that there. Oh, we can't pause it, it's just record or turn off. So we'll leave it running while I roll myself a fat one. Yeah, all I'm up to is the garden project, what I've called the Four Corners project, the 4 boundary corners. The small barbecue I'm going to decorate with tribal badges, and then get a cover for the barbecue for in the winter, so it'll be like a tribal drum by the time the skin's stretched over it for the winter. And then yeah, bit by bit, that's the place I'm going to be spending the most time in as a disabled person, so I want it how I want it. So I'm going to spend my time and effort on that. Keeps myself out the firing line, and if they want to come and have a look, they have to expose themselves by fucking coming close to have a look, don't they? So that solves that problem. And then it's like, hey, right, mate, what are you up to? When I confront them, it's like, whoa. It's like wrong footing them, innit? You know? They think they're being sneaky around you, and then you sort of bound over to them and, oh yeah, mate, right, I saw you was doing that, and da-da-da-da-da. Or just strike up a conversation with them and really freak them out. Because they're trying not to be noticed, aren't they? The passive actors in the situation, not interested in them at all. They just are what they are, aren't they? They're just traitors, informants. I have no thoughts about them at all. I'm just aware they're there. So, actually, if anything, they're being used now, aren't they? What's he doing? Oh, he's out in the garden. Is he doing much in the garden? Well, no, he's sitting down, he does a little bit, and then he goes and sits down again. Oh, why is he doing that? What's he doing when he's sitting down? Well, he's resting. He's disabled. Oh. So it's actually being used against them now. As they try to prove this or prove that, it's okay. You know? Visual breathing is bad. Well, I don't go out. Why not? Because it's too much. sort of stay at home. Hurts too much walking. Hurts too much on the lungs. Oh. But during lockdown you was doing this, that and that. That's right. Why? Because you said I couldn't do it. Oh. But most of the time you was indoors. Yeah, why? Well, I'm disabled, that's normal disabled life. But you're still going out, sorting your bits and bobs out. We saw you while you was out. When you worked out how we was fucking just driving past, you turned your fucking GPS off on your phone and yeah, that's right. Yeah, once I worked out what you was up to and what you was doing. But you're not in deep. You don't associate with this, that and that. You're not doing this, that and that. That's right, yeah. Well, it's the same as going to a chemist, isn't it, to get my antidepressants or whatever. Oh, right. So you're not? No, I'm not, no. And we can't do anything because you've got a legal document that says you're allowed to have that. Yeah, basically. So they check for that document, they find it exists, and they hold up the document. Because that's my medical situation sorted out, and they can't have that, can they? Because they've been messing about with my medication. How about that? Because they wanted me pushed over the edge, didn't they? But he was talking about it online while they was doing it. Do you see what I'm saying now? Right. Now, would I go live with all that sort of stuff and let people say, well, you're off your head, mate? No, because it's not about that. It's just about getting it out there so people can look at their own lives and then say, oh, hang on a minute. I'm a bit suspect about that person. He's just sort of turned up in my life and I'm having dramas all the time. Yeah, well, that's how they do it. So, keep your trusted circle as it is. If you're going to change it, make sure what you're changing in your life is right for your life or not right for your life. I was told when I was learning about the seismology right from the beginning, if you learn what I'm teaching you, you'll end up on a list. And I knew that, and that's what happened. But it worked what I was being taught. Hyperactive teaching. What better than someone prone to having issues with substances if you can't control the depression. So I don't have any issue with substances because I changed my mindset. I view substances like I view cleaning products. You use X amount of bleach to do X amount of cleaning. You mix detergents to put in your cleaning, to do your washing. Use certain amounts. You don't use more, you don't, use less. You use that to do that. That's all substances are. I don't have any substance issues. If I have to extract a tooth, I use similar substances to do that task with, but instead of having the technical know-how how to remove a tooth, I literally just push it out of my face, which is what I did, and the tooth's still in a pot somewhere. Fucking robbing tax fairy. He owes me money. They don't turn up when you're adults, do they? Joking aside, you see what I mean? It's a tool, isn't it? Same as that's a tool for arthritis. From reading military training books and tactics and shit over the years, that's how they view battlefield medication and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So my way of thinking isn't abnormal, and it really gets the medical services who are in charge, gets their backs up when you start saying, well, I need that for that, that for that, that for that. Or you can say, well, actually, I'm changing my life. My body's rejecting that, that, and that. So now I need that instead as a milder pain relief with full legal rights and everything. And they're like, boop, 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 boop. But you know your body better than they do. Now, the fact I can still sit here with my dogs surrounding me in a state of peace, contemplating things, means I've got my mental faculties about me, doesn't it? So I'm not doing it to get high, I'm doing it for pain relief. Neighbours that know I make videos, yeah, they see these videos. Right, what am I doing? I'm re-educating the public then, aren't I? There's nothing sinister going on in this house, is there? I'm a disabled man struggling. So, there you go. And all the bad mouthing that was done about me. He's this, he's that, he's mental, he's this. Well, bit by bit, it's chipping away at all that as well, isn't it? Because I'm getting my truth out there rather than getting out in the neighbourhood and talking about it. That it's still getting out. And the decent neighbours that are taking notice are saying, well, yeah, but that's how we saw it as well, actually. He said he did that right at the beginning in front of us all, and he said he was going to prove it. Well, he's still proving it. He hasn't shut up about it. He's still making videos about it. His story's never changed. And bit by bit, he's adding more bits of information he's coming across to prove the point. So he's going to succeed. They can't keep it quiet any longer. You know what I mean? Even the landlords are implicated and they know it. So they're hesitant. They're looking for angles to fuck me off. So what am I doing with the garden project? I'm helping the landlords, replacing their border fence. Oh, we can't throw them out for doing our job for us, can we? Oh, it's not been a problem to anyone. Oh, we can't fall back on the court case decision now. Oh, we've got no leg to stand on. We can't use our financial tricks on him. We can't kick him out for being disabled. He was given the house by the council, so the council can't kick him out either, because his disability's got worse. There you go. I'm struggling round the house, as you see. If I'm on the garden project, I can't do the inside of the house. I don't have enough energy to do both. And my disability don't allow it, so I just don't worry about it. I've been talking with family about having someone to help me part-time, and that's how my benefit's going to go as well. If I've got to get someone in to do it, then they need sorting out, don't they? So that's what I might have to do. But that's part of getting old, isn't it? That's natural life. That's not your conspiracy theories and all the other stuff. Oh, mate, I saw this. 2 videos this morning. One from one side of the pond, one from this side of the pond. My first thought when I saw it is, why is both sides of the pond pushing the same agenda? Instantly, that's what I thought. All distractions. I know it's a subject that's designed to press people's buttons. We know that's what the top of the tree are into and all that anyway, so they're trying to... It is an agenda, put it that way. No slur against genuine people that live their private lives as they live it. You know? But yeah, didn't put me in the best of moods first thing in the morning. I thought, what the fuck? So, I'll probably change my thinking by replacing those images with something more positive in a minute before I get out of bed. But these are just my waking thoughts, if you see what I mean. I was going to make a video on that 77 thing yesterday, because it's all sort of Freemasonry bullshit. You know, 33, 77. I don't need to be involving my mind in that sort of shit, do I? Basically. So why are they pushing it into my mind? I don't want to know. And that's kind of what it's about, isn't it? A war for your mind, for your thoughts, for your perspectives. Can you be swayed? Can you be manipulated? That's what they're watching online for. Yeah, what's that Jimi Hendrix song? Castles made of sand fall into the sea eventually. Empires rise and fall. And the soul goes on forever, doesn't it? What do I see when I look at my dogs? I don't see dogs, I see souls. Happy little souls. Same heartbeats, same little quirks, you know? Just being natural and happy being natural. This is their little pack cuddle in the morning. Holster's just all, yeah, well, I'm totally chilled and in my element now. I'm going to stretch out and let it all hang out. Marnie's like, I'm transfixed by your voice, keep talking. I just like to listen sometimes. It's like they're vibing on the energy. And as you can hear, she don't give a fuck, she's snoring away. All living in the now, do you know what I mean? They're not worried about what happened last week or last month. They're living in the now. And that's how I want to live my life. Enjoy the moment rather than worry about the then or the future. So I'm just doing it like that, but using my natural ability to its fullest effect now, because it's that that's keeping me alive. That's what they've been trying to manipulate. And the more it goes on, the more they're realising, oh shit, we need this man on board, and he don't want to because of what we done to him. Oh shit, what have we done? Well, unfortunately, greedy people do greedy things, and when they're caught doing it, they get fucked off. So bye-bye, government, crown, and any allegiance I had to this place. I'm only in it for my family now. If I had to choose sides, if there was ever a time for that, I'd stand with the people, the good people around me, not the fucking bad people. And just fucking cleanse the fucking land, innit? If it came to that. Because the system would never stop until you totally destroyed it. So, what's that line from the Crash song? Systems are made mainly of people. You can bomb them into hiding, but they'll come back again. So you've got to change perspectives, haven't you? To change the system. And I think there's no authority but yourself is a good enough place to start. So I'm changing my life. It's up to other people in the system to change their ways, isn't it? Oh, and what was the note I wanted to leave everybody on this morning? Cheer the fuck up, people. It's fucking Sunday morning, I'm thinking about my father's passing, and I don't want to be bothered with fucking paedophile agendas and this and that, and you know what I mean. So, it looks like the military trawling online is letting the agendas get pushed. So people could be falling into the trap and helping to push it, couldn't they? Rather than focusing on healing themselves. They worry out and use anxiety as a weapon against your mind. So be careful. Get yourself right first. Love what's around you and let it ripple outwards, eh? Have a lovely Sunday.